Play ball!
If they don't win, it's a shame. It's 1, 2, they fight you out of the old ball game.
What's up, guys, and welcome to episode 6 of season 2 of Tito Talking Tribe here live from Manor Ballpark. First full work week for the guards this 7-day week, this baseball season, as we settle into the grind of the meat of the schedule. And we made it count, going 5-2, taking 3 out of 4 from the Twins, and then taking 2 out of 3 from the Blue Jays this weekend. Our only blemishes from our 7-day week being losses Monday and Friday. Station identification, we are Abraham Drinkin'. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, Facebook, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your podcasts. Stay tuned tomorrow from the Lincoln Lounge, general content, the Abraham Drinkin' Show on at 6 o'clock every Mondays. That's a general content podcast show, often with some bizarre, funny news stories. That's every Monday at the Lincoln Lounge at 6 o'clock. Also want to remember to give shout out to our official sponsors, $2. Great drink specials, nice recently resurfaced pool tables. They always got the game you want on, and heck of a corner bar to watch the game. $2, our neighborhood sponsor. Today's franchise icon that I wanted to salute is Charles Nagy. 1,242 strikeouts in his career, 3-time All-Star for the Tribe. Obviously, those 90s Indians were known for our hitting, but the frequent ace of that slug-heavy 90s Indian staff, our franchise icon salute, is Charles Nagy. He's up there somewhere on that fake autographed 95 championship ball, or AL Champions ball, but yes, today's franchise icon salute is Charles Nagy. All right, quick sound check here. 1 second. All right. Can't use the microphones on low power mode. We may have lost some sound there. Sorry about that, but plowing ahead, we had just given shout out to our sponsor and Charles Nagy for our franchise icon with his 3 All-Star appearances and 1,242 strikeouts for us. So 5-2 week, 3-1 against the Twins, as well as taking 2 out of 3 from Toronto. It was a good week from our pitching staff. Really, everyone pitched great other than Gavin Williams. They jumped on top of Gavin Williams Monday for the Twins' only series victory. And yesterday, Gavin Williams, we bailed him out and won the game thanks to Schneeman's 5 RBIs off his first career 2-home run game and his first career grand slam. But, Williams was in constant trouble again. So the whole rotation had a great week of pitching, even Logan Allen. Ben Lively pitched well enough for us to win, and we did win Ben Lively's start. We got a good effort from everyone but Gavin Williams this week. He's going to have to step it up. In the doghouse department, definitely got to add Rocchio. He was about 0 for his last 18. Bad timing for a slump for him, with Arias continuing to hit well and Daniel Schneeman heating up. I think we're going to see a lot more of Schneeman at second base going forward, and Arias at shortstop. I really do. I think that's going to be how it goes. And Rocchio, he's fighting for his job. He's certainly the bubble man right now. Jones and Noel haven't been great, but we seem willing to show some patience with those guys. I'd say Rocchio is our bubble man right now. And we pinch hit in a good bunt situation to try and, get his confidence up, get a good bunt down, play some situational guard ball, and never got fully square. Bunted foul with 2 strikes, not a good look. Not a good look for Rocchio today, so he's really slumping. We might see a lot more of today's lineup as our new normal with the double play combination. With Schneeman at second, Arias at short. Occasionally, Angel Martinez playing some second or whatever to spell them. But yeah, we're going to see a whole lot more of Schneeman and Arias up the middle in the infield the way it's looking. Jose Ramirez only missed one game. Only missed one full game with his, luckily, very mild ankle sprain. So we got off lucky there. He's back at it. They thought maybe he'd take one more precautionary day off because of being on the turf of Toronto, but nope, he was right back to it. So it was good to see him back in the lineup. And so this week starts off a couple of straight weeks against the National League. We go to Washington before coming back home and hosting the Phillies this weekend. So sort of a mixed bag. It always ends up coming down all evening out in the wash. I'd say Washington's been a little better than advertised. They're only a few games under 500. They were advertised to have a pretty rough season. The Phillies have been a little worse than advertised. They were projected to have themselves a heck of a year. Right now, they're still sort of spinning their wheels, looking up at the Mets by only a few games over 500. So try and keep this momentum going against the Nationals. Since we started off on the road, we have now had 3 winning weeks and 1 even week since that 9-game road trip we started off. So every week has trended in the right direction for us, be it either breaking even or a winning week. This is our best week yet at 5-2. Like I said, our first 7-day week, and we made it count. Great games from the whole staff, except for the big rig. We hope he can level up a little bit. Big pitching matchup from us I'm looking at this week is the rubber match. The day game against the Nationals is a noon game Wednesday, and we have Logan Allen on the hill. And we'll hopefully be going for a sweep, or at worst, to just take that series against the Nationals and be in good shape to have ourselves a nice record for the week going into that big Phillies series at home. Right now, the Tigers stay really hot. I do believe they had a 4-game sweep of the Angels. 22-13. We stand a game and a half behind the Tigers. A game and a half ahead of the Royals, who are 19-16. The Twins on the brink of being a non-factor in this thing. 15-20. I'd say it's 7 games back. You know, they're not dead and buried, but they're not much of a factor right now. And just for full posterity, the White Sox in there at 10-24, 11 and a half games back. Home cooking, tough division. It's going to be a tough division just like it was last year. All 3 of the above 500 teams win more than 2/3 of their games at home. The Tigers 13-3 at home. Us and the Royals each 11-5 at home. So it's all about winning in the division. And it is all about, especially any division series on the road we can steal with all these division teams rolling along at home. Division wins are huge. We've done great in our division. We do have yet to see the Tigers, but we have won every series in our division. 2 against the Royals and now 1 against the Twins and Sox. So that's definitely going to reign imperative. We keep winning in our division. And we're aiming a bit higher than the wild card, but just in case it puts someone's mind at ease, because for the moment, annoyingly enough, we're looking up at Detroit. Hopefully not for long, but we are the top wild card right now. If the season ended today, your wild card teams would be us, the top wild card, the Athletics, and the Royals. So shout out to the Royals for remaining on the right part of the playoff picture despite a very dismal offense. And shout out to the Athletics for all they're going through. They did have a big pitching signing in Luis Severino over the offseason. Other than that, to sort of tie it together, their rotation, you know, smoke and mirrors, duct tape and bubble gum, whatever you want to call it. They do have some good pop in their lineup, but it's basically just Luis Severino and, you know, the underdogs and journeymen in that rotation. And to their credit, they are the second wild card right now. So shout out to the nomadic Athletics getting by with all kinds of issues are going through and their substandard lineup. And shout out to the Royals for staying on the right part of the playoff picture despite a pretty brutal offense. They continue to get great starting pitching and have a decent bullpen to go with it. So it's going to be a dogfight, this AL Central this year. Like I said, definitely no wire to wire or anything like it was last year. But like I said, a lot of encouraging signs. Hunter Gaddis has still been a monster. Seems like Manuel Clase is settling down. We are down Paul Sewald for a while. He has an injury, but he wasn't pitching that great for us anyway. So let's hope that shouldn't really affect us because he hadn't really found a way to contribute for us much. So hopefully he'll return from his injury retooled and redefined lesser role, and we'll go from there with him. Dan Schneeman really bailed us out this weekend. Yesterday and today's game, his RBIs were the difference in the game. He had all the RBIs yesterday with his 2 home runs, a solo shot, and a grand slam. Finally breaking through after it seemed like Kevin Gausman really had flummoxed us. And then today, he had a 2 RBI hit that gave us, at the time, we thought were insurance runs, but yes, they turned out to be the difference in the game with the 2 runs he drove in today. So Daniel Schneeman has been a monster. Luis Ortiz, to a degree, has been a great hero to us this month of the season. He got roughed up by the Padres and another good team, but other than those 2 bad games, he has been better than advertised, which is good. With Gavin Williams scuffling and failing to impersonate a second starter right now, which he needs to do while we don't have Shane Bieber, it's huge that we've got Luis Ortiz leveling up a little, and so far Ben Lively and Logan Allen have given us some competent, capable innings. So we're still waiting for Bybee to be Bybee, and the big rig's been a big disappointment. We need more out of him, but all in all, you know, we have more people in our rotation maybe performing slightly above expectations than below, so we knew it would be patchwork and it'd be tough the first half of the year, and for now we're fighting the good fight and keeping that going. Got to take 2 out of 3 or sweep these Nationals. Like I said, take some pressure off the Phillies series, and just keep staying about within a game of the Tigers. They've obviously been tough. We mentioned last week a little bit, former number 1 overall picks, Casey Mize and Spencer Torkelson, are finally playing up to expectations. Speaking of high draft picks playing up to expectations, you know, the Nationals, they're going to finish 4th or 5th in their tough division, but we can't take them too lightly, especially the offensive side of the ball. We've got plenty of our starting pitching that's scuffling a little bit, and plenty of their hitters are doing pretty good. James Woods, a future star. Jose Tena, who we trade, part of our Lane Thomas trade. Guardians organization alumni, started to pick it up a little bit on the strong side of his platoon. And Dylan Cruz, after a miserable start, is starting to show people why he was the first hitter drafted last year and the betting favorite for National League Rookie of the Year. So definitely got some tough offenses to contend with this week with the Nationals and Phillies. We come back home with the Phillies. Their vaunted rotation, at least on paper, hasn't quite taken off on all cylinders like it's capable of yet, but they're always a pretty good offensive ball club. They are always a good pitching ball club. Their only real weakness is their bullpen, but boy, the Phillies are a solid team. We're gonna have a work cut out for them against them. Gavin Williams on the hill for the start of that Phillies series Friday night, so hopefully he can level up and set a nice tone for that series. Like I said, big pitchers I got our eyes on for us is the getaway day, Logan Allen at noon Wednesday against the Nationals, and Friday, Gavin Williams to start that Phillies series off on a strong point. We finally get a day off Thursday after playing about 10 straight games or so, more than we're used to this time of year without a day off, so that'll be good. Yeah, again, in the doghouse department, Brocchio, Gavin Williams, both very disappointing weeks. In the shout-out department, Gaddis continues to be amazing, striking out about 13 people per 9 innings. Daniel Schneeman really picked us up and gave us a boost against some tough pitching performances, tough circumstances with Ramirez having to leave the game. Schneeman really seeing the ball well. And for that matter, his 2 home run game, he also had 2 flyouts to fairly deep center. So he is just, even his outs are loud. Schneeman's really crushing it lately. It was encouraging to see, again, since our opening 9-game road trip, we had our 3rd winning week. We've had 3 winning weeks and 1 500 week since that dreaded 3-6 start. So, yeah, 20-14. It looks great. It would look better if we hadn't dug that 3-game hole. But either way, let's keep working on catching these Tigers. Let's have the Tigers cool down and actually lose a game or 2 this week and give us some wiggle room. And looking for us to really impose our will against the National League. Like I said, we have 2 straight weeks against the National League. We're in Washington Monday to Wednesday, and then finally a day off after, for this time of year, a few days in a row, games in a row on Thursday. Then we go to Philly, and then next week we have the Reds and Brewers. So, you know, the Reds and Brewers are both decent teams. The Phillies is a good team. And as I just said, the Nationals, especially in their division, they aren't going to have the best record. But for the worst team that we're going to play in 2 weeks, they're no slouch either. So this is a manageable but, you know, reasonably tough, intense stretch of our schedule we're getting into here with the National League. Let's hope our AL foes can beat up on each other a little bit here and that we can stay hot and clock ourselves another winning week next week. Like I said, Bo Naylor with a 3 home run week. Daniel Schneeman with a lot of pop and clutch hitting. Gaddis and Cade Smith continue to be astounding in the bullpen. Let's hope that someone in our right field abyss of Big Christmas and Nolan Jones can level up a bit and not make right field such an automatic out. And we need the big rig to level up a little bit, Gavin Williams, and meet the moment here and try and keep us chugging along in this pennant drive. Thank you so much for tuning in on Tito Talking Tribe. We will catch you all next week. Go Tribe, sweep the Nats.
Play ball! If they don't win, it's a shame.